Hey everyone, so I'm just in the middle of getting ready for a night out, as you can probably see, and I thought I'd just take a few minutes just to answer some questions as part of, I said I was going to do a little question and answer thing every so often, and I thought I'd just take a little bit of time to answer a few of the questions. I'm getting a lot of questions sent to me. I'm still encouraging you all to send me lots of questions through my Gmail account, which is alldolledupblog@gmail.com. and the link is on my page, and also I get questions obviously just on my YouTube and on my main page. So these are just a few of the questions. There's a lot. I get them a lot, and I'm encouraging you to keep sending them in because I can't make videos on everything I get questions about. I mentioned in one of my hair care videos that I switch up my shampoo and conditioner a lot, and I had a question through my email which is asking what shampoo and conditioner I'm using right now, and I'll just show you. At the moment I'm using the Kayun range, and this is a great range. In fact, this is probably one of my favourites, and I'm going to continue to use it for a while, which is the coloured hair range. And basically I'm using the shampoo, the conditioner and the treatment is amazing. It's just really thick and rich, and it's really conditioning, and it's great for coloured hair. So that's what I'm using at the moment. Another question I had was, what was the brand of the skirt that I wore in my apartment video? And it's literally just a little black velvet skirt, and it's from Dangerfield in Australia. If you live in Australia then you'll be able to get it, and it's just by the brand Princess Highway. And it was probably about $60, and I wear it with absolutely everything. I've been wearing it so much in winter with coloured tights and just cardigans and stuff, and it was a really great buy. So that's where I got that skirt from. I also had a question through my Gmail account which was, what are some good bags? My number one thing is to say go looking in vintage stores for handbags, because you're bound to pick up something unique. You're going to pay a good price for it, and most of the time it's leather. The bag I'm using at the moment though is actually Guess, and this is my new day bag. It's just this one, and it's actually just a little tartan one by Guess, and I love it, and it's got so much room in it, and that's what I'm using at the moment. Just hunt around vintage stores, and I mentioned in one of my other earlier videos to look at rockabilly brands like Lux de Ville and Hell's Bells, because they make some really unique bags as well. So head online to look at those kind of bags. And if you live in Perth in Western Australia, where I used to live, hit up Red Stripe Clothing and Burlesque Baby for some really cool handbags as well. So another question I've had was, who are my influences and what inspires the way that I dress? Well, that's quite a long-winded question, so I guess I'll kind of have to cut it down a bit. I'm influenced by a lot of different styles of fashion. Some of the people that inspire me, mainly people from different eras inspire me. I'm really inspired by Marilyn Monroe and Audrey Hepburn, and I'm really inspired by a lot of designers from the punk era. I love Vivienne Westwood. I'm inspired by Christopher Kane and Alexander McQueen, because I like punk dressing as well as really classic dressing. I'm also really inspired by the kind of Victorian era, and I love Marie Antoinette is a huge inspiration to me with her hair and just her extravagance. So my main kind of looks, I just love the 50s kind of pin-up look. I love a more vintage look, and I like a punk look, so I tend to go back to those eras and look at what they wore for inspiration. There's not that many people that inspire me now. I mean, if I'm looking for inspiration, then I'll open up, mostly I read Nylon, and I read Frankie, Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and mainly those magazines, and I'll just have a flip through for inspiration. Basically I just look everywhere. So my whole look is kind of a combination between so many styles. I mean, one day you're going to see me with real pin-up hair, today I've got crimped hair. I just mix it up. So I look everywhere for inspiration. I don't try to copy anyone. I try to take little bits from what everyone else does and develop it into my own style, which I think everyone should do. Everyone should just be inspired by things around them and by designers and models and just other people even people on the street that you see might inspire you to buy something. I was also asked, what's my lookbook name? My lookbook name is just Sarah W. From Melbourne, and I've just done a photo shoot this week for my lookbook, which was really exciting. So we're just in the process of putting all the photos together and deciding which ones to use. So I've done 2 looks and they will be up really soon, and it was so much fun. The video that you saw of me with my really ringlet hair, that was with my jewellery collection. That was for that day. So that was a lot of fun. I've also been asked to do a new Wills and Doll Baby haul, and I will be doing this very soon, but some exciting news is that some of the old Dita cardies, you've probably seen them, but in this wardrobe, these are being re-released really soon. So I'm really excited about that because they're going to be releasing the red one apparently and the black one, which are really hard to get a hold of and haven't been released for years. So I'm going to wait until those things come out, and then I'm going to do an update on a lot of the new things I've had since I last did a video on Wills and Doll Baby. I've also been asked about the new store. I heard that it was delayed a little bit, but it is in the process of coming together. I'm not quite sure where Mel is at the moment with the London store, and they're also thinking about bringing a store here to Melbourne, which is also really exciting. So I'm really looking forward to that because obviously I live here, and it'd be great if I could get a job there because I just adore Wills and Doll Baby, as you all know. So my last question, and the question that I get more than anything, is how do I afford all my stuff? How do I have such expensive things? And I tell you, I've been at uni for the last 4 years. I worked a part-time job, and basically I just budget. There's no secret. I don't get money from anyone else. I don't get money from my parents. Now I live in this apartment, and it's quite expensive to live on my own in the city. But just go to the bookshop, buy a book on budgeting. I never buy things on a whim, on an impulse. I budget for everything. I save for really nice things rather than buying lots of cheap crap. I'd rather buy really nice clothes and just work really hard for them than buy a lot of things on impulse. So I make wish lists of things I want. I budget on every other aspect of my life when I go out, on my food, on everything else, so that I can afford my things. And I also do a lot of shopping online to pick up things for less. So there's no real secret to how I afford everything I have. I mean, I know I have a lot of stuff, but I literally have been working a part-time job. Even now I've finished my degree and I'm trying to find a job as a journalist. I'm still just working my part-time job at the moment, now that I've just moved to Melbourne. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's no secret around it. If you take a look at how much money you bring in each week and where it all goes, if you actually sit to work out where it all goes, you'll find out that there's lots of little places where money disappears to that you forget about. Like I would never go out and blow $100 a night on a night out on the town. I just wouldn't. So I cut back on every other thing so that I can afford my stuff. If you really want something in life, say if you really are dying to buy a Chanel handbag, or you know, that really nice expensive dress that you've seen, there's no reason why you can't own it. Just you have to make sacrifices in order to buy that item. So that's pretty much it. That's just the questions I've had for now, and I'll do another question and answer video really soon. So just continue to send in questions to me because I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have, and I'll speak to you guys soon. See ya!